I met my wife in 2009 and we married in 2013. She was 18 when we met and I was 29 at the time. Now she is 33 and I am 44. We have four children, 13, 12, 9 and 5. Throughout our relationship, he has been a stay-at-home mother, never having to work or handle any expenditures. Over time, I witnessed her having seductive discussions with other guys on several occasions, but I never had clear concerns of physical infidelity. However, things changed in the beginning of 2022 when I discovered communications from a new person who claimed to have been recruited in the army and was about to go boot camp. Despite her protestations that she had no intention of meeting him, in April 2022 she arrived home from a weekend at a friend's house with apparent hickeys around her neck. It came out that the guy had taken leave after boot camp and they planned to meet at her friend's house. A furious disagreement erupted between us, prompting her to file a protection from abuse (PFA) order against me, culminating in my expulsion from our house. The guy then left her friend's house to go see her father, who lived nearby. Following my incarceration in front of our children, she invited him back into our home and participated in intimate meetings in our bed. When his leave was finished, he returned to his post, and my wife did not attend the permanent PFA hearing. She then asked for my return, and while I did, tensions escalated as a result of her continuous connection with the guy, who was supposed to leave again this summer. Frustrated, I contacted his military post, expressing my displeasure with his infidelity with my wife and warning of the consequences if he visited our home. As a result, he ended up in our neighbor's house, prompting my wife to take our children and relocate next door. Despite the luxurious life we provided for our children, complete with their own rooms and the newest technology, my wife chose to relocate with them to our neighbors. In this new environment, they lacked personal space, sleeping on couches and floors. My wife, who has no income, decided to uproot them. Meanwhile, she kept physical contact with me and proceeded to collect needs from our home. The guy managed to stay there for 2 weeks by ignoring me completely. Furthermore, a no trespassing order signed by our common landlord barred me from intervening. Several weeks later, she learned she was pregnant, and given my vas- vasectomy following the birth of our youngest kid, I knew the baby was not mine. 9 months later, the baby came, and I moved to an apartment with our dog. She visited my flat many times, bringing the kids with her. Before returning to our neighbors, I brought up the subject of adultery with the army, which resulted in the guy's dismissal. He relocated near my wife's mother, which resulted in fresh charges for threatening him as well as bail restrictions prohibiting me from being near him or my wife. Despite these incidents, my wife has failed to file for divorce, occasionally connecting me at her convenience. My wife is currently struggling to support her children, so they live with my mother-in-law. Following these chaotic events, I lost my job, a new car, our home, and most recently, the apartment, compelled us to live with our respective parents. Despite the mayhem, she refuses to admit her involvement, pushing all of the responsibilities on me. We still have ongoing charges and says is now involved. Is it truly all my fault? Sure, I have faults, but she denies that anything is her responsibility. I apologize. Was it all my fault? Thank you for watching the video. What are your thoughts on this true story? If you wish to share your experiences, please do so in the comments area and we will broadcast it in our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.